back door.
Hufflepuff. No, no Hufflepuff. This is the wizard hat of badassdom. Okay, there's a whole different house for me. What's up, weirdo? Shadetree surgeon here with my arch nemesis, sometimes bosom buddy, D'Artagnan, the gay blade. Of course, Shaylisi, the queen princess of elven frogs. Tammy. Tammy, the professor, knower of many things, keeper of the grimoires, and risen from the netherworld. Necrogenic has blessed this place, lest or cursed. It remains to be seen. Okay, first order of business today. Even though Shaylisi and myself are rather swarthy and built for this sunlight, Denzians of the deep, like Necrogenic, they aren't really used to being out in the sunlight, so the first order of business is parasols. Parasols acquired, both for the princess of elves and frogs over here and the thing of darkness. Okay, the yin and yang going on right now is perfect. I have to get a picture. Oh my gosh, there it is.
That's Old Spice.
It's Old Spice is your go-to scent? So many scents. We have so many scents, okay? We have soaps and incense. And Eric over here just goes like, yeah, I've been wearing Drakkar Noir since the 80s.
The 80s.
I was wondering, every time I hang out with you smell like a Persian dude who's a used car salesman. Shaylisi and Necrogenic over here pick out what I'm gonna get painted on my face. And Shay was trying to get me painted up like Shrek, which that's too much.
I'd say a fire-breathing unicorn, but...
Well, it's just you could just put a horn on that dragon. It would be a unicorn.
I can't smile because I'm in pain.
Does it look good?
I just started it.
I can't tell what's there. I can't see.
This is how they do tattoos in prison. Well, I've never been to prison, so I don't really know.
You wanna go?
Razors and I didn't go, but I have had friends.
Okay, sure you haven't been. You all sure know an awful lot about prison tattoos.
I love being in the way. And I did tattoos for a while, so I had to do some cover-ups.
Did you do them in prison?
Grizzly.
She almost got you. Caught him!
Jail, but not prison.
It's like I've been to jail, but I haven't been to prison, so I haven't been there long enough to need a tattoo. I mean, you guys look like a lot.
I like it. The brush feels very good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know, it's therapeutic.
Even if there was no paint on it, I'd be like, all right, just like brush my face.
I know.
That's why you should have gotten your whole face painted like Shrek.
Is that an alcohol-based paint?
It's water-based.
Oh, I see.
That way you can't get drunk on it.
I personally prefer aerosol. You guys ever be using some gold spray paint and then afterwards you feel really good?
Yeah, all the time.
Weird.
What happened?
Maybe we could go find the girl who sells the elf ears and smell her glue.
Feel like tough yet?
I laughed.
You're rich.
You definitely look like you've been to prison.
I do. For a renaissance. Oh, I need to put blood on your sword to match your mermaid's hair.
Yeah.
Of course.
Human sauce.
I don't know, my face painting is not really me.
Artistic.
Hard to me.
It looks amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you like it.
You've absolutely made my day.
Cute.
I'm gonna have like literally 4 or 5 times as much fun as I would have previously had without paint on my face.
You're so tough looking right now. Whoa!
That's what I thought. Professor Tammy. I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna be like, Professor Tammy. I'm gonna do the comments like, oh yeah, she was my host professor. Sick face tats.
That's what I like.
Dude, I look pretty awesome.
You do. It's very.
I mean, I look pretty cool before too, but Tammy, you're about to go from 0 to hero, baby. I wish I had gotten a dragon. I love dragons.
You know what I should be doing today? Grading.
Grading papers instead you're at the Ren Fest getting your face painted?
I'm getting a dragon.
Getting a sick ass dragon? I think a dragon is my favorite beast.
You know, one of my professors in college worked at the Ren Fest, and I came up to her after the show, and she made me promise that I wouldn't take any other students.
Busted. One of my professors in college, just kidding, I didn't graduate high school. What's your favorite color?
Airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow.
African? Look at Tammy with her face paint. Are you about to walk out of here without some face paint? We're gonna have it on for 15 minutes, and that's gonna be as much as we need.
That's all I'm worried about. Seriously, I'm just like, I'm gonna sweat that off. So
I don't care. We're at the Ren Fest, man.
You should have gotten a clown.
Don't do that to me.
sad clown.
Don't do that to me.
Josh would make a good clown.
I would make a great clown. I should have been a clown. I didn't graduate high school, so I don't know if I can go to clown college.
Don't do that to me. You know how I feel about clowns.
Feels about them like this, and like, it's not that I have a thing for feet, it's just that I find every part of the body beautiful. Wait, Hey, you know what? Quentin Tarantino's into it too. Okay, he's an artist. But they are made in North Carolina. They're made in America. What was your name?
Carl.
Carl. You don't find it often that you find anything that is textile that's made in America.
Well, there are still a few enclaves of U.S. manufacturing in the South.
Of textile?
Yeah.
And it used to be everything. It used to be all textiles all over the South.
Furniture, all textiles.
I'm super happy to buy some socks made in America. And if you want to be super happy too, and you'd like to see Necrogenic wear those socks and probably not much else. So we literally just got the whole story behind these socks. I originally was like, oh, let's buy some socks. Not as a joke, because like, come on, socks are fun. We got the whole story about, he said it was in North Carolina?
Yep.
Textiles made in America are so rare anymore, and we just got the whole story about these machines that are probably like 100 years old that are making these socks. So what started out as like, ooh, feet, so spicy, turned into the American dream, baby. Up from the ghetto with the help of a stiletto, Necrogenic bursting forth from the underworld, up here to curse you into the ground. Don't ever go through your life without buying the people you care about the most a couple tiaras, all right? That's just the way it is, all right? I don't make the rules, I just work here. Look at Shay Lacey looking out for old shade tree surgeon. I've got a crown too. All right. For my first proclamation, free beer and no bedtimes. Step on him, he's got a boner, I can see it. Necrogenic just picked the pinkest boy here and stepped on him. For free.
I know, we got it for free.
Lucky boy.
You just really confused that guy. Like in a sexual way.
Good.
I'm confused in a regular way, so it's alright. Shay Lacey, Queen of Frogs, finally in the proper outfit. Number one, baby. With old Necrogenic over here. Just got done stepping on the pinkest boy here, alright? The first one's for free. Tammy over here. Tammy, she of the dragon,
Fire.
keeper of the grimoire.
Fire on
Oh
the
my
face.
gosh, dude. Oh, always good times at the Ren Fest. Good times hanging out with Courtney and Shay Lacey and the whole crew, Tanya and Eric. Yeah, it was awful nice to go to the Ren Fest and just de-stress a little bit, just pretend like everything else doesn't matter, because life's way too short and full of way too much grief and horrible things to not just let loose, enjoy yourself, get your face painted, and laugh in the company of your friends every once in a while. If you're ever too old to ride motorcycles, get your face painted, and drink beer at the Ren Fest, that's an age I never want to be, alright? We got one more day reprieve, me and Shay Lacey here, before it's off to Daytona. And for most people, I think going to Daytona is a stress reliever, something I look forward to. And in previous years that I've been to Daytona, I've definitely looked forward to it. I'm not this year, and I'm sure I'll end up having a good time once I'm there, but man, I've just gotten absolutely overwhelmed, and I feel so bad, but I've just been overwhelmed with people hitting me up and saying, are you going to be in Daytona? Where are you going to be? I'm going to be here this day. I'm going to be there. And I've just been like, with everything coming up with the raffle and the camp out, I am so overwhelmed. I'm so stressed out right now. I want to throw up. I'll be totally honest with you. I could just absolutely puke. Mainly because I also feel really bad. So it's like the thing was, when you're trying to respond to messages about people who are like, hey, you're going to be at Daytona, I'd like to hang out and have a beer. I'm like, okay, I guess I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. I don't know what's going on, and I hate that I'm not doing it. But if I took the time to coordinate with everybody who's hit me up, I could send messages for 8 hours a day for 2 days straight and still not like coordinate enough with everyone to let people know where I was going to be to meet up. So I really don't know what to tell you besides the fact that old shade tree surgeon is feeling the heat right now. I gotta tell you, my gut just feels like a big ball of fighting snakes, man, just because I hate leaving people hanging. I hate leaving people without any messages or not knowing what's going on, but I just really don't have a choice right now because I have so many other things on my plate. Right now, the only thing I want on my plate is some tacos. We're heading to a new place here in West Tampa, or I think it's new. It's in an old building. This whole area here in West Tampa is kind of on the come up. It's definitely still the hood. Gentrification has not hit over here. Probably the last place in Tampa it hasn't hit. But there's a place called Clementine's, Katrina's Tacos that I drove by the other day when I was down here picking up a door. I was like, man, that place looks really cool. We had to go check it out. It looks like super Day of the Dead outside. It's like it's in a really old building, and the whole neighborhood is definitely a place where you could get stabbed, which is, that's always a plus in my book when it comes to tacos, right? When I say West Tampa and Main Street down here is on the come up, it ain't up yet. It's just on the come up. But they got themselves a brewery, Bay Cannon. I haven't been there yet. I keep meaning to go. But today is not Bay Cannon. Today is Taco Day. Maybe we'll do Barbecue King another day. I don't know if we'd be welcome there or not. Oh my gosh, nice. We got a stabby little park right across the street from Katrina's. I dig it. Never a dull moment, all right? Actually, if you want, we can park right there. Hell yeah. They saved us a spot right out front. It's like we're going to get lunch and a show with all the screaming going on over there. I'm really stoked to see Mexican street corn on the menu because one of my favorite things about California was the ability to get just a piece of corn covered in butter and hot Cheetos and cheese. Now, no hot Cheetos on this one, but it still looks really good. Delicious. Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
God, you're a mess.
Yeah. That's what they say about me. I saw this online, and come on, baby. When your guacamole looks like that, let me put my hand here for reference. I think this whole bowl weighs about 27.2 business pounds over here.
What's a business pound?
It's like a regular pound. Is that business?
I've been in business before.
Guacamoles, we got pickled red onions, we got shrimps on it, cheese. Oh my god, it's so good. Delicious. It's very good. Well, Katrina's, the food ended up being great, and the place was super cool, and we got to meet actual Katrina, who was also very cool and very nice. So she said to email, you noticed that we were taking video, she said go ahead and email it to her. So come check out Katrina's Tacos. The food was amazing, the service was great, the atmosphere was stellar. Very cool place. All right, let's rock and roll. Yikes. This is looking bad. All right, let's see if we can squeeze through real quick. Holy mackerel, man. Dang, that's a cool building. It's got a turret. I love it. Gotta be an old cigar factory. Those places definitely look nice. Oh, well, like I was saying, the creep of gentrification hasn't completely reached Tampa yet, but, it's starting, that's for sure. Oh, well, everything changes. Nothing stays the same. I just enjoy what's here while it's here and for what it's worth. Ain't that the most any of us can do?
And now for something completely different.
All right, is everyone camera ready?
I'm not.
What's up, weirdo? Shadetree Surgeon here with the dirtiest, most shameful food possible. We've been up till 5 or 6 in the morning drinking and doing maybe a few other things, and they made us crawl out of our caves way too early to play Italian bowling, bocce ball here at the Italian club. Everyone is up here with their matching outfits and their fun hats, and everyone looks like they're having a good time. And give us time to have a couple beers and a couple of Bloody Marys. We'll be having a good time too. We got our team here. Well, Casey's not on our team. Casey used to brew beer. I remember when you used to be cool. I have a team. You have a team? With your. Oh my God! All right.
Now where I can sponsor a team.
Wow. All right. Okay. Big ballin' over here. Richard has it right though. He says as long as the other team knows how to play, because we don't, then we'll be fine. Because they'll just win.
We will be totally liable to cheating.
So me and Casey are up over here, and I will tell you, I barely paid attention to the rules. When I say I barely paid attention to the rules, I didn't pay attention to the rules. I don't know how to play this game. Yeah. There's 2 balls, one big, one small. No. Did we win? Wait, they're just really good. I don't know.
Really good.
These guys, we're playing to college. These guys went to college, man. Yeah, me and Casey got a head start on the job market at high school.
Here's to getting out early.
Yeah, years ahead of our peers. Tammy, the ringer over there. I didn't expect it. Old trench coat Tammy freaking coming in clutch. If we start losing, she's going to grab a cat out of her trench coat and hurl it at the other team. I need about 10 more beers, Alan. We were all at the same bar last night, by the way. I don't know what's happening now, but it's very, very dramatic. They're busting out a tape measure right now. The suspense is killing me. I feel like you should have representation over there, Casey. They've got a team member over there, all right?
I always heard you want to measure for the back.
Yeah. Take into account that I've got a little fat, all right? Push it in when you measure. I didn't know old Trenchcoat Tammy was going to come in clutch. You're so good. Dang.
Don't get your hopes up.
Comes to all the women in my life, I've learned to manage expectations. The drama, what's going to happen? A king amongst men, a knight, a gentleman, my man Eric, with the goods. Well, I was hoping since we lost the first round, they wouldn't make us do it again, but the punishment continues. Exactly. Rats and Wrath, y'all are up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck it up. Woo. Oh my God, a lot of sauce on that one.
Great line though.
Wow.
Right over that curb.
Wow, Curbs.
Good curb.
Dang. Wow. What's up, Ringer? Holy crap, dude. Somebody ate their Wheaties. No. Dang, dude. Why are they so much better than us? I know. Freaking Trenchcoat Tammy and Rats and Wrath over here freaking murdering it. The whole team over there. Huh?
Shut the cats, shut the ball.
3-3? I don't know what that means, bud. Well, me and Casey absolutely just beefed it.
We did not do well on that round.
Oh, that was bad. We laughed a lot, though, so that part was fun.
Right now, your best chance is for them to.
They have to mess up for us to win. They're winning.
I think they just stole your one.
They just stole our one.
Damn it. All right. Camera off. Game over. It's another day. Will she go? The Bangkok bagger abides. All right, headed up to Brapsar Garage with this Triumph bench seat on the back. It's a used one off an old air-cooled 900 Bonneville, but that's for a different video, so we'll get to that later. The poor, long-suffering mail-order Glide, the old workhorse. We're just sitting here whipping this thing and asking it for more, and it continues to give it, if ever so begrudgingly. Even old Steadfast here needs a little maintenance now and then, even though I've got a bunch of other stuff to do, and the Bonneville seat on the back. Oh, can she do it? The mail-order Glide, come on, baby! Woo! Hey, listen up. It'll still go if you ask real polite, all right? That Triumph seat on the back is for the Sportster. I'm trying to make something work on there. We'll see if it does or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fab anything up. I've kind of started to basically get past the point where I'm just bolting stuff onto the Sportster, even though I've had to do a couple of small fabrication things, and getting to the point where a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing on the Dirtster, on Old Dirty Bastard, is going to require welding and cutting and bending of pipe. And so this is basically where you separate the men from the boys, all right? Anybody can bolt something on, but when it comes to welding, bedding, cutting, and fabricating, that can be a whole different story. I'm gonna try my best, though. As I said, though, that's a video for another day. Right now, I'm gonna give the Bangkok bagger some much needed love. Old Faithful here needs an oil change. I still haven't changed the oil since Texas. I really gotta do that. And needs new front brakes. I'm only using the front brake because that only activates one brake, because the other side of the brakes is making a very disconcerting metal on metal sound, so I really got to do something about that. And believe it or not, you probably don't, I'm going to try to do something about this windshield, courtesy of my good friend Circus Bear Moto, who also makes Goldwing content. In fact, he just made a video on pulling out the carbs from his GL 1500. So when I think about doing that, and no, I'm not going to start that nightmare project today, I watched his video. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to wait till after the camp out before I attempt that. I will tell you guys, every time I put this big bastard on the lift, every time I have to put this GL 1500 on my little cheapo Harbor Freight lift, I cross my fingers, but it hasn't let me down yet. I don't always use a safety bar, but when I have a gold wing on the lift, I use a safety bar. I also always usually just put a jack underneath it too, just because I got it strapped down there, I got the wheel clamped, but when you're talking about a bike that literally weighs over half a ton, I mean, people will argue with you all day long how much these things weigh, but I've seen people put them on scales. They put them on truck scales. This is a 1,000 pound motorcycle. Pretty sure this lift is rated for 1,000 pounds, so we're on the bleeding edge, boys. You know, the motto around Brapsar Garage might be safety third, but third ain't last place. It's still podium. So we do make a few concessions to safety every once in a while. Let's go ahead and do the brakes. I've never done brakes on a GL 1500, but brakes are usually brakes. The only thing that's going to be different is I've never taken these guys off, but hey, how hard could it be? Now, okay, I see 2 bolts right underneath here. As with most things on a gold wing, it just looks like a 10 millimeter, but it's not, it's an 8. All right, where was I? As with most things on a gold wing, everything looks incredibly complicated and very difficult to take off, but once you start looking at it, most of the stuff really is not difficult. Like it even without looking up how to take it off, it's usually pretty intuitive. Gold wings look intimidating with all this plastic, but it's not as bad as everybody thinks. It ain't the easiest either sometimes. It's just not as bad as people think. Okay, anything else holding you up here? Maybe. Yep, got one right there. Easy peasy. I didn't know this either, but it looks like they switched from Tokiko to Nissan on this on the GL 1500. All the old stuff had Tokiko. Well, looks like we got 2. They're both Allens, and that sucker should come right off. Got a 5. Ooh, I guessed it right. And a 6 also guessed it right. Those are also like the most common ones are on the bike, so not a hard guess. What that's all about. I wonder if it's... Is that normal? Is that supposed to move like that? It looks like maybe that's like some sort of anti-dive thing in there, and that's what that's hitting. If you slam on the front brakes, it probably tighten up the suspension. I don't know for sure, but Honda's always putting all sorts of weird, wacky shit on these bikes, so it wouldn't surprise me. This is gonna go down as one of the easiest brake changes ever, man. Cool. He says with such confidence. Come on. There we go. And, you know, that was about as close to metal on metal as you can get. I mean, that's, on the one, is pretty much gone. These were definitely bad. Shame on me for taking so long to get to it. But, as I said, the sucker, I ride this motorcycle literally every day. Sometimes it's hard to take the time to have any downtime with it. Went ahead and went with some Buddy Bezos brand brake pads over here that are branded as just brake pads. But hey man, it's not that I'm cheap, it's that I'm broke. And don't feel bad for me, I can still afford brake pads, which is more than some people can do, even if they're Bezos brand. But just getting ready for the camp out and getting all the stuff ready for that has left me a little cash poor, I'll say. Okay, this looks a little different. They usually have these retaining rods in here, but these ones look like they're screwed in. I don't know if I think that that's a upgrade, because it's just so much easier to mess up. Oh, they come out very easily though, unless it's just broken. I'm not sure. Well, we're about to find out. That's my usual tack. Just start pulling stuff off until something makes sense, right? Wait. Is there more through it? There is! Okay, those caps were just to prevent those from getting dirty. Those are actually Allen's. Okay, that's cool. I guess that just seems overly complicated. The old ones just had like a clip and a retaining clip and that bolted into the top over here. I'm pretty sure I think that the other style was simpler and better. Now I'm realizing, okay, they're not in that hard. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I probably should have left this thing bolted up, but they came right out. I mean, it's not bad. It's like the system isn't bad. Like screwing them in like that, it just seems like way more complicated than is necessary. It's like, was this broken? This just feels like building a better mousetrap. Complicated for no reason. Yeah, these things were what we'll call in the biz roached. Don't look the best, but as of right now, these brake pads were like 15 bucks. I kind of don't have the money right now to Oh, there it goes again. To grab a whole rebuild kit for this. So they could probably, seeing how old they are, they could probably stand to be rebuilt, but they were working fine previously. So I'm gonna roll the dice and just throw a fresh set of pads in there. Because not only is the rebuild kit, if you don't get pistons, which I like to replace the pistons too, you don't need to, but I like to do that. If you don't get pistons, like 30, 40 bucks a side. If you get pistons, it's like 80 bucks a side. And so you rebuilding your brakes is a good investment, but I think it's gonna have to wait for another time, because once you start doing that, man, you can open up other cans of worms that you didn't even know you had. Come on, man, go in your home. Don't you wanna be in your home? There we go. We go, baby. Who the hell said gold wings were hard to work on? I'll tell you one thing I'd never want to do is work on an actual customer's gold wing. That is a nightmare, because if you think Harley guys are bad, Harley guys ain't got crap on gold wing guys. Gold wing dudes know exactly where every scratch on their bike is. You leave one thing out of line on a gold wing dude's bike, that dude is gonna know about it, and you gonna hear about it, all right? All right, Mr. Gold Wings are easy. Look how easy this is. Time to put my money where my mouth is and see how fast I can do the left side. Oh wait, the right side. Yeah, I'm a good mechanic. How fast I can do the right side now that I know how to do it. Boom, baby. Not bad if I do say so myself. Of course, it's just something as simple as a brake job. Even, you know, a young kid at his very first day working at Jiffy Lube or something like that should be able to do a brake job. But I'm pretty sure that I actually might have even gotten that done and would have done okay even if I was getting paid flat rate today. So, you know, when there's not a whole lot of very beautiful distractions, which I'm rather fond of, don't get me wrong, when there's not a lot of pretty girls flouncing around the shop, a whole hell of a lot easier to focus and get some work done. All right, next up for the Bangkok bagger. It's finally happening. Believe it or not, I have a windshield. In fact, I'm rich with windshields right now because I am rich with friends. I have this windshield and an ultra short one, although this is about the same height as the windshield I have on there. And those are both from my good buddy Circus Bear Moto. He's also got a YouTube channel. Now that I think about it, I talk to Circus Bear Moto probably almost every day in the Discord chat. He goes, I was sick of looking through your nasty ass windshield enclosed. You'll find 2 old Geo 1500 windshields. Please install these ASAP. It's not ASAP. I think it's like 2 months after you sent them. Sorry, bud. To spare our eyes from the unsightly mess of a windshield you're currently using. Also enclosed, you'll find stickers and buttons to shamelessly promote my YouTube channel. Thanks for making rad content and helping provide the inspiration for you to start my own channel. Keep it weird. Circus Bear Moto. Go check him out. He's a great dude. I'll have a link down below. I would have shared his channel anyway because he's also making Geo 1500 content, and as is Mike Branch and several other people here on YouTube. And I rather like our little crappy old Goldwing YouTube community here. Anyway, he just got done, as I said before, doing a carb rebuild on his bike. If you want to check out that and see how difficult it is. I also had another subscriber send me another brand new windshield that is touring height. So huge thanks to you. That is absolutely amazing. It was super cool. It came with a note. It actually showed up to the Dirty Shame. I just had this big box in the front when I opened it up at the Dirty Shame, and it was this windshield and a really nice note. That guy's super badass. Thanks, brother. I'm gonna save that one for when I go touring, because when these plastic windshields are brand new and not covered with crap like these old ones are, you can actually use that plastic Rain-X on them and it lasts for a little while. So I think for when I go like do a long touring trip again, I'm gonna install that brand new windshield that my man got me. So like I said, it ain't bad having friends. Now, let's finally see clearly. The end of an era. And another one leaves the lift, baby. We're on a roll. I said another one leaves the lift. Come on. Let's try that again. And another one leaves the... Come on, man. Come on, man. Another one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. It's in gear. Okay, genius. And another one leaves the lift. Alright, we're we're doing a little outro here with my very good friend, longtime collaborator. We were a longtime collaborator on drinking long before we ever collaborated on motorcycles. Yes. So before he ever painted my first motorcycle, we had drank a lot. But I will tell you, Mo Colors has painted every single motorcycle I've ever owned that has had a custom paint job, which since I know a painter, has been several. And so it's, you know, works out good. He's just here finishing up the last finishing touches on the giveaway bike, and it's looking absolutely amazing. There's going to be a full reveal once Bert's Barracuda gets the thing all put back together. That's just getting put together, Bert's Black Widow. And by the way, go follow Mo Colors on Instagram. And if you want a paint job from him, make sure you use code SHADETREE for a 0% discount, because when you paint like Mo does, you don't have to give a discount. And if someone else is giving you a discount, it's because they're not as good as Mo is. And he's going to shush me up for that. He hates it when I do that. He's like, stop, don't do it. All right, guys, that's going to about do it for this episode. Keep your eyes peeled. There's, from the day that this is coming out, there is 6 days left to buy a raffle ticket to win a Lowrider S with an FXRT fairing and a 131, some Leather Pro bags that I'm about to drop off with Mo when he drops off these parts. Oh, and did we also mention that it's getting painted to match that truck, which you will also win with this bike? So a 2021 Ford Ranger Tremor Lowrider S with a 131, painted by the one and only Mo Colors. Link down below to pick up a ticket. 6 days left. Till next time, y'all. Keep it weird. P.S. This is after this, so I literally just go, hey Mo, whenever you've got an invoice for this paint job, let me know. And Mo never gives away paint jobs because he does this for a living. And he just goes like, no, I'm donating this paint job because it's for charity. And I'm about to bring one single tear to my eye. I literally didn't find that out right now.
Then I did my job.
You're the man.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together.